Hello Cancer, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Cancer for the middle of August. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Go ahead and get a shuffle in here. I do hope you're doing well, Cancer. Hope things are going good for you. I am using the Gilded Tarot as well as the Kipper Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. Also, the scammers are back. I do not offer personal readings and I will not send you a message on any platform, so do not get scammed. All right, let's go ahead and let's see what we have going on here for you, Cancer. All right, that's just about good enough to me. Let's go ahead and take 3 of these oracle cards to clarify as we go along. And then we'll also take 3 of these tarot cards. All right. I think that's good enough right now. Cancer, energy on the bottom. You have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups can talk about potentially somebody in your life who is a good friend, a trusted friend, an ally. This could be seen as a good partner in the tarot. Same with the King of Cups. The Queen of Cups, though, if you think about it, they're sort of like scrying here, and they're looking into the water in the cup and sort of getting a glimpse into the future. They're scrying, and so this can be something associated with psychic energy. The Queen of Cups, though, can also just really, it's also like the therapist in the tarot, as I always like to say. And along with that, it's the second most intuitive card to find in the tarot next to the High Priestess. So you actually have the 2 major cards of intuition here in your reading, Cancer. And so I think that there's something going on here with you trusting your gut, trusting how you feel, trusting what you intuitively know or what you intuitively feel at this time. I'll be interested to see what this is around. What was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, the Queen of Cups, it could also obviously be you, because the Queen of Cups is a water sign. Obviously, you are a water sign. So it could also just be referring to you generally at this time as well. So let's just break this down a little bit more here. In the overall situation, in the current situation, you have the 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords, this is about rest, recovery, recuperation, rejuvenation. This person is sort of, they're recovering. They're maybe even reflecting here on something that might have gone wrong for them. The 3 of Swords represents heartbreak. You can actually see the 3 of Swords in the banner above this person, and you do have the 3 of Swords as well showing up here in your reading. So I think some of you are maybe reflecting on a situation that might have gone bad in your love life here in the past, because you do have the 7 of Swords in the past here, which is not a card that I love to see for love situations. However, more importantly, what this refers to is your ability to heal through the challenging situation that may have happened, or maybe to heal through some sort of heartbreak that might have happened in your life. So I definitely like to see that. That is definitely the silver lining that I would pull out of this reading for you. In the problem position, you have the Temperance card. Again, Temperance card is a major card of healing. You actually have 2 massive, massive energies involved and related to healing here, showing up in this first cross. The problem is that the Temperance card's in the problem position. Okay, and so what might that be? Well, in the problem position, the Temperance card talks about you really potentially needing to take a balanced approach or needing to display patience at this time. There may be some impatience coming up here for you with this Temperance energy showing up in the problem position. This could be a very, very important message for you to kind of take it slow and steady, especially with the Queen of Cups on the bottom. Queen of Cups is not going to rock the boat. They're going to sort of allow themselves to kind of stay in the water, embrace the still water, embrace the calm water, and that's maybe something to consider. It is Sagittarius energy. And of course, Sagittarius is a fire sign. I think some of you need to throw some water on the fire Okay, I also feel like that there's maybe like an imbalance, because you can actually see in the temperance energy that they are balancing out their fire and their water. And so you may be overextended on one or the other. And so I feel like some of you need to put the fire out a little bit at this time. In the past, you have the Seven of Swords. Okay, so the Seven of Swords, this is about lying, cheating, stealing, potentially. It could represent a third-party situation when paired with the Three of Swords. And the idea here that you are healing from a challenging situation here with the Four of Swords in the middle. All right, so the Seven of Swords, it's not always lying, cheating, stealing. It can also talk about, it's not always third-party situations, but you have a 3 as well here on your mind. So, but it could also be about a game plan, building a strategy, taking the backdoor exit, coming up with a clever approach to a problem, something like that here, clever energy as well. All of those things could be on the table when you get the Seven of Swords. However, I just feel like somebody really emotionally hurt you here in the past. I think somebody really messed around with your emotions. And that's probably why I think some of you, like, I just feel that some of you have like a deeply burning fire. I don't know how else I was going to describe it, like a fire that is just wild right now. And it's maybe anger, right? It's maybe a little bit of anger, which the Temperance card's a really nice antidote to anger. I will just caution you, number 14 is the Temperance card, number 15 is the Devil. They come one after the other. Essentially, if you don't exhibit the patience of the Temperance card, it spills in over to the Devil energy. And so I would there's something here about patience, or something here about balancing out the fire that is definitely burning within you at this time, Cancer. And you can actually use that. You can actually use it for good, right? And I would say use the fire that is burning within you for good instead of for like anger or something like that. Easier said than done, but it's coming into my mind. In the future, you do have this Queen of Wands, again, connecting with fire here in a heavy way. They might have even been a Sagittarius person or somebody who had fire sign energy about them. But the Queen of Wands, most importantly, is about attracting something into your life. Maybe you've been single for a time and the Seven of Swords situation happened, and you're like, well, why isn't my next relationship here? Like, why hasn't that come in? Again, this is about you recognizing that you can attract somebody into your life if you want to, but that needs to happen in divine timing, right? There needs to be patience on display here, and whatever you're looking to attract, that needs to happen sort of when it happens, instead of trying to rush the process, because if you rush attracting someone into your life, you're going to end up in the same situation that happened here with the Seven of Swords, most likely. In your thoughts, on your mind, or in your awareness, we've already talked about it here. It's been prominent for you. The Three of Swords, okay, clearly a card that indicates divorce, separation, breakup. The Three of Swords are in the heart, indicating heartbreak. Okay, heartbreak. It could be anything that breaks your heart. I think that this is probably a pretty big message around love, but it certainly could be anyone or anything that breaks your heart, such as being separated from a job, being separated from family, something like that. It could be anything like that. Moving on from something, but it could also be about emotional releasing as well. Like if your relationship's going well, it may mean that you just need to do some emotional releasing. By the way, if your relationship's going well, I don't know that this is your reading, or there may just be something else that you're separating from. I just want to be clear that like this, it seems like this breakup, this Splitsville, has already happened. Okay, it's already taken place here, and so I do want to just say that. In the subconscious situation, what you can't see or the hidden, you do have the Page of Swords. You were blindsided here, okay, with this Page of Swords. The Page of Swords can be heavily associated with disappointing news, bad news, news of delay. It can be somebody who is curt with their words, somebody who has sharp language or a sharp tongue. It can be somebody who's annoying. On a much more positive note, it can be somebody who's extremely thoughtful, logical, intelligent, and so you could have those qualities about yourself. But you know, I'm getting heavy energy around fire sign, air sign for you, and that being the quality of the person that you've been dealing with for some time. Again, there's something here that you're really wanting to attract in with this Queen of Wands. This is going to take some time though. Okay, this is showing up as something that may take some time here with the Page of Swords, the Temperance in the problem position indicating patience. In the Staff, in the direction that you are headed, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you do have this Nine of Pentacles, which is all about financial independence. This is about somebody who can stand on their own 2 feet, somebody who is a very good sign. Okay, it's a very good card. And I think if I were to pluck if I'm a Cancer, which I'm not, if I had a Cancer placement here, what I would do is I would really embrace this Nine of Pentacles card, because this is about you being successfully independent. Okay, this is also the energy of health as wealth. Okay, not spending so much on money. It's not spending like so much of your energy, effort, and time on money, but spending some time on money, but also spending some time on other things, right? Spending time on your health, eating healthy, working out, doing things like that, spending good times with good people, engaging in exciting conversations, surrounding yourself with the right people. Nine of Pentacles person, this is about like, it's kind of like an I made it card, like an I made it moment type of card. I really love the Nine of Pentacles because it says you don't need to rely on anybody to feel confident in yourself and in your skin. In the external situations, you have the High Priestess. So this is something that's maybe happening outside of you. This could also be somebody else as well, that's close to you, or somebody else involved here. The High Priestess is about secret keeping in this case, I believe. I believe this is about information that was withheld from you by somebody else, because you have this Seven of Swords here as well. So I do feel like somebody just wasn't forthright with you, somebody who just wasn't honest with you. And again, this is because it's coming in the external situation. High Priestess can also indicate intuition, again, esoteric knowledge, wisdom, but I get the sense that something was withheld from you by somebody you trusted here with the Seven of Swords in the past. And I think that this is why your fire is burning. Like, it's a raging fire right now, is what I feel. Let's check out what is in the hopes and fears. But if you are enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. So in your hopes and fears, you have the Lover's card. You're hoping for some type of resolution to your love situation, whether it's what happened here in the past or in attracting someone in the future. That's what you're really hoping for at this time. And with this Nine of Pentacles, look, this is about you putting yourself first and doing the things to make yourself happy, and to put yourself first, and to give yourself the luxuries and the pleasures that you want to give yourself at this time. And then as you do that, the person steps in that you've been waiting for, because that changes your vibration. In the outcome, you have the Devil card. Again, be careful of impatience and sort of a situation kind of spilling into an explosion. The Devil could be a negative energy. It could be a toxic person, but it could be pessimism. It could be impatience. It could be, there are issues around power and control come up with the Devil card. So just something to consider. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at these 3 tarot cards. Okay, so you have the Page of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Nine of Swords. This person, or whatever happened between you and this person, this is keeping you up late at night here. Okay, this is a card of like anxiety, mental anguish, maybe even nervous breakdowns, nervous energy. I think, this is maybe fear as well. This is a big card indicating fear. This person's having a nightmare. They're staying up late at night. They're fearful. But the thing is, okay, on the other side of this, you have the Page of Pentacles and the Fool. The Fool is a powerful card indicating powerful new beginnings. It's the most powerful card in the tarot because it's 0. It starts off everything. It's the chain reaction. It says that you, Cancer, are about to start a new journey in your life. And you have it here with the Page of Pentacles as well, which is about your prospects in life looking good. I think if you approach this period of time as something that's fresh and that's new, you could get the prospects. Your prospects could increase, or your prospects could increase, especially because in the Kipper card, you have this Great Fortune energy, which the Great Fortune is the best card in this deck. So you have Great Fortune, Community, and Child. maybe there's something about your social circle here that's changing. You may be surrounding yourself with different types of people in the future here. And whatever you're going through right now is some type of, there's some type of deep-rooted situation that you are being asked to look at and heal. And it means that you're on the, if you're doing that type of work, it means that you're on the right path, because you're really like leveling yourself up. Those are hard situations to work through, but they're important situations to work through. And again, the Great Fortune card is like a really positive change in luck, in good fortune, in good situations. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. And I will see you in the next reading.